Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Back County Roads, or Back Roads County. Dang it! I always screw that up. I'm just getting the things ready here in the morning. Late start to the day, considering we're a farmer. 11 o'clock is, mid-afternoon almost. We are going to be to do some crop checks. Check out our fields that we own, obviously. Nothing else. And check out some of the additions we've done to the farm. One of them you can see right there. We have built a farm shop. Oh, did not see that when we had the snow. I need to fix that. In the meantime, it's just going to be what it is. Hope people like the bumpers or don't like them. I'm not sure which. But yeah, I wanted something here on the farm that we can kind of use to sell our crops. And I've kind of made it to where, if I'm smart enough and I remember to close these gates, I made it to where people can just pull right in, back out, and leave. And with that being said, I do have proper safety markers. I probably should put one like right here. But we got our stop sign, our angle, or not angle, our street sign over there, saying which way they can go. And yeah, I don't know why I'm running down the road. But we've also purchased a few new trucks. This one I like, but I don't like the mod itself. And the reason why I say this is because when you look at it, you wouldn't think that's an actual dually, but it is. It has this part that sticks out, but it's not like out to here like a lot of other dualies. But the reason why I don't like this particular mod is because, yes, you have the lights reflecting on the back, on the ground, but you don't actually see them lit up here. So, and I didn't really need to turn the truck on, but yeah. But yeah, I do like the look of this. It's kind of like a hidden dually, almost, unless you're actually looking at it. And of course, we have a couple new farm trucks. Of course, I gotta go with my orange Ram. Because why not? We're going to check in on the animals while we're out here. Let's open the gate up and come on in. Got to close this behind us. These guys all seem to be doing fantastic. Ooh, we're starting to get a carton of, or a pallet of eggs. Let's see here. Yeah, eggs. Oh, is it selling those automatically or what? Interesting. Either that or just as it gets enough, it puts them out there. Yeah, they all seem to be doing fine in here. Hey, get back in there. Alright. So, 408 eggs on that pallet so far. They seem to be doing just fine. We ended up getting a load of chicken feed, and we have over here. Nothing, as I think it does a quick save. Nothing really new in here that I'm aware of. Nope. Though, since it is March, we're probably going to go ahead and store all of our winter equipment so we can free these tractors up for use throughout the farm. And you know what? Because we're going to be going to check out our fields, let's hop into our Ram. I told you to go in reverse there, bud. Alright. So one of the things that you may notice, if you remember, well, first of all, that barn right there is different. It was an open shed concept. I just wasn't feeling it anymore, mainly because of some other additions. So we went ahead, we tore it down, got rid of the old rusted gas tank that we had. It was starting to leak anyway, so we went ahead and transferred all the fuel to our fuel trailer, and then when we got this in, we went ahead and transferred everything else to that. And that green thing is our def tank now. we can buy our death from that. So I'm backing up because they probably caught a sliver of it over there, but I'm just not quite ready. We're going around this way. But you'll find out and see that our rock crusher is gone. And I've been having some issues with that particular mod lately of not actually doing its job. So I made it disappear and we went a different route. Oh, and we now have this. So this is probably the biggest yeah, we'll go into here. Probably the biggest garden that we can buy, at least as far as what I have for mods. And it actually has 2 different sets of plants. So these standard ones just use water and make the plant. This other set, however, requires seeds, solid fert, and then, well, the ones that don't require solid fertilizer require manure. And the interesting about this particular garden, and I'm sure you saw everything over here on the right-hand side of the screen pop up, that's just showing me everything that's running, because we're over this. Well, we're inside of here. That's just when we got close to that. Interesting. So we're planting just about everything that we can. And some things that, you know, obviously we can't. So yeah, we're doing tomatoes, lettuce, strawberries, potatoes, sunflowers, sugar beets, soybeans, corn, cotton, and grapes. And we have it set up to sell everything. There is a building I do want to purchase eventually that is going to allow us to take like at least sunflowers, soybeans, and I think corn, and maybe a couple other options, but at least those 3 from this in particular, and make it into oil. And I may look into other productions to deal with like grapes, cotton, and so on. I'll probably look into doing something about these guys up here, the sugar beets. That actually, I think I might be able to do something for sugar, just plain, you know, harvesting sugar. So this is kind of my starting point as far as, hey, look, grapevines. Just kind of my starting point of trying to get into productions a little bit more so on this particular map. We'll just hop over that. And as you can see, it kind of got dug into the ground. So we ended up putting a fence around it because I don't want anyone either driving their equipment into it, damaging crops, damaging equipment, so on, but more than not hurting themselves. So that's kind of my way of protecting it. Yes, this does have a fence all the way around it already, but as far as the elevated portion, we have that. And it kind of goes with the other fence we have around the field, the farms already. So this particular building is new, and we have a couple new pieces of equipment inside. And we also have this guy. So this is one of those buildings that you can't just walk up and open the door. You have to do it from the inside. So we do have a man door here. Close that. So I do have new equipment on this side. So obviously we have our conveyor trailer. This is what we're going to use to move fertilizer and seed. Though I possibly could get away with using this guy. But we're going to use this mainly for doing things like that, lime, etc. for the fields that are going to be farther away from us. So obviously not the 2 big massive ones right here. This one, I believe I already had this truck, but this is a new trailer to us. This is one more so, not for harvesting purposes, but I think I'm going to use this more so for transferring things around the farm. Like if we need to, and this is going to be overkill for the chickens, obviously, but maybe if we get a bigger chicken pen and we need to move a lot of food, or anything for the cattle, or if we get any other animals, this is going to be kind of what we're going to use for that. Can I squeeze through here? Yes, I can. All right, this setup you already know about with our Mac, but this is the new one. went ahead and got a new semi truck. Well, new to us. It's an international. And I love it. So that's our new semi truck, and then we went ahead and went with a Lizard trailer. And yes, it does have the capability of having the back axle turn when you turn. I don't like that feature, mainly because I live in America, and that doesn't make much sense. It makes it more difficult for me to drive and maneuver. But it is a single tank, so we have one opening underneath. And as you can see, on both sides of the shop, we have these markers. Over here. And then there's another one. And there's the other one. So we do have the garage door there. I'm going to get back to those stripes here in a second. But since I'm here, we have an overhead door there. We have this door here, which you have to come all the way over here to open. So it is like an airplane hangar style door. And unfortunately, this side is not quite deep enough. That's why we have that door open there for this trailer to be backed into, and why I don't have a semi-truck attached to that. I can fit this truck on that trailer in here just fine, but that's about it. So going back to those markers on the floor, that is our new shop. Because when we come in here, we actually get everything that is in those areas. So we can pull in, like we just get done harvesting, for example. We can pull in every single piece of equipment. Our semi-trucks that we use, our harvester, our any grain trailers. Pull those in as long as they fit. And we can even do it with the header attached to the harvester too. And do our maintenance all at the same time, so we don't have to worry about pulling one piece in, taking it out, bringing a header trailer in with the header on it, fixing it, doing repairs on it, that type of deal. So this should help us be a little bit more productive. And unfortunately, there's no door from the office to there, but we have to come outside and go through this door to get to that, but that's minor. So we're going to go ahead and close that. And this is going to be more so we can actually have some of our equipment under cover. Or at least try to have most of it under cover. We have a couple new trailers over here, along with a mower I have yet to unload. Hello, train. So this is our new yard mower. Or a mower for the house, anyway. I still need to pick up a little trailer for it and all that, so... Yeah, that's just so that way, you know, some of the equipment that we don't necessarily need to have undercover or in a heated shop or anything like that, I can put in there. Or, say, for example, you know, we just did maintenance on it. We're going to be using it shortly, you know, I can drop it there, and I know it's going to be kept out of the weather for the most part. Yes, I do realize that, you know, rain can blow in and still get on it. I'm not concerned about that. Nothing new in this shed, though we need to get organized a little bit better now that we have a little bit more space, because I think I don't even really have much in that new shed there. So this is our replacement for the rock crusher. So we're able to get our rocks thrown in, our stone that we pull from the fields. And right now we have about, man, that's loud. We have about 190,000 pieces of stone in there. So when it grinds it up and makes it into lime, it stores it in these. So that way we just need to come over here, fill up, and go. And I am considering replacing this particular building simply because the what's it called? When it populates in, I guess is the best route, best way to say it. It's very short. Because, like, more than likely if I'm over in that field, I can see, like, most of these barns, and all I'm going to see of that is what's inside of it. So, but speaking of fields, let's go over here. Actually, let's come take a look at our cattle. Make sure these guys are doing fine. All right. Oop, I didn't want to get into that. Let's go this other way. Other way. All right, so they still have a decent amount of food. Productivity's high. Straw, they're still sitting really well on. Slurry, yeah, 87,000. I do have a full slurry spreader. So I may need to look into, unless I plan on just spreading the slurry here at home, which I could do, and then just take the manure elsewhere to the smaller fields. All right, let's pull up the tablet here. So we're here in 64. As you can see here, we got silty clay, loamy sand, and sandy loam. pH isn't looking too bad. Yeah, it's not really looking bad at all. Nitrogen, yeah, that's going to be dependent on what we actually decide to plant. But I do want to go through and cultivate this up. Get a nice seed bed. Okay, and that's what our yield was. And that was cotton, I believe. No, I want to look at this one. So corn and soybeans both are April. I want to get those both into the ground as soon as possible. That's right. They're one of the fields over, one of the smaller fields I want to do oats. I think I might do one. I might do a sunflower. Maybe I'll just do both of them oats. Sorry, I'm talking out loud here. Yeah, it looks like at least these two fields that we got here, we're going to have to wait until April to do, which gives us time. Gives us plenty of time to work on the other fields. I just love the way our farmyard is slowly expanding. You know, keeping the old school feel. Ooh, we missed some areas. Yeah, keeping the old school feel, but still bringing in new. And I just love the way that garden area has worked out for us. I think it's going to be a great addition to the field, to the farmyard, as well as for our farm shop. So we'll take a look at this one now. They're both sitting about 81%, or yeah, 81 for. Where's my dog going? Oh, for the environmental score is what I meant to say. Which we can improve on that as well. I'm going to try not to use any chemicals per se. I'm going to use what we can get from our animals as far as fertilizer goes. I honestly hate the thought of using chemicals in the fields if we can help it. Trying to use other ways. So this one's not too bad. Again, this is one that we're going to have to wait another month to get into. I gotta work on replanting some grass in some spots from our winter work. So one thing you'll notice when we do any videos in the dark is I left the lights on in here. Oops. Come over here and turn them off. But yeah, in here we just have a little fifth wheel attachment, or whatever you want to call that, our little trailer and John Deere tractor, and our dolly. So yeah, nothing really much in there. I need to do some work as far as getting equipment moved around and better situated. So there's that. I am my cattle are making milk. It's just it's getting sold automatically, so I haven't had to really worry about that as much. Trying not to hit our dog there. Let's head on over to our fields. Alright, so we just got up to our fields here. I'm going to have to call the county and let them know some of their street signs have been taken down by snowplows, it looks like. And no, to be completely honest, it was not me. Legitimately, the snow got deep enough that some of the signs were knocked over. But yeah, this field looks pretty decent actually. This should be a crop. Yeah, this is oilseed radish. Wow. Oilseed radish that we're going to turn in, cultivate back into the ground, kind of get some of those nutrients put back. I think what I'm going to do is some of the plants that tend to take a lot of nutrients out of the ground, like corn. I think the crop that's going to be after corn or sunflowers or something like that is going to be sunflower or oilseed radish. Yeah. And we gotta do a better job of hitting all these missed spots. Good thing it's not an arable crop that we're gonna be making money off of. But yeah, I think anytime that we may actually go between seasons without a crop on the field, I think we're gonna be planting oilseed radish just as a cover to keep from soil erosion and things like that. So this is oilseed radish as well, where I accidentally planted a couple spots of wheat. Wow, we missed a big corner here. What the heck happened there? And that's barley. Well, let's see here. So we're here in field 31. pH is looking decent. Nitrogen is as well. Interesting. So I think what I might end up doing next is looking into purchasing these handful of fields here. Just because, you know, we have these fields here, might as well work on trying to get these other ones in the same area. So that way we don't have to go too far. Yeah, this crop doesn't look too bad, minus the empty spots that we completely missed. Yeah, I got to do better with that. Helpers need to step up their game, or else they're not going to be my helper anymore. I'm trying to not knock off my mirrors here. So yeah, that's a spot that we did wheat in on accident. That's just going to get tilled in with everything else. I'm not going to get let me in. There we go. Get a harvester out just for that little spot. That's ridiculous. Yeah, so far, because we did put lime down before we did a lot of plowing last fall, I think that has helped immensely with our prep work. So the plan is to try to get out here. So far, forecast doesn't look too bad. It's 56 degrees out, which isn't bad. Really no chance of rain. About to 10 o'clock at night. So we're going to see what we can do between now and then. Try to get some of these fields cultivated up that need it. Look into spreading probably some manure, maybe? No, I don't think they need it. And nitrogen on this field looks good. pH looks good. I don't think we necessarily need it. And yeah, we kind of messed up with that field, and I don't know if I accidentally sped up time for one reason and completely forgot about harvesting it or what, but yeah, we kind of screwed up. Oh, and there's the other parts that I accidentally planted as wheat. Yeah, that's so that's how our farm and our fields are going right now. We need to get back home, get our cultivator, make sure our tractor is in good shape. Well, depending on which one we want to use, that is. Okay, I know you guys have been noticing that, you know, the new semi-tractor is an older style. I'm not trying to really go that route. It just kind of was a happy coincidence, if you want to call it that. It just happened to be one that I caught my eye, and I said I want that, so I bought it. How I've been able to afford the buildings, the new semi-truck and trailer, and these trucks is we sold quite a bit in the off season. I think I had mentioned in one of the previous videos that January was a high time to sell quite a bit, and we did just that. I didn't quite sell all of and that's where the signs were knocked down. Again, not me. We had quite a lot of corn, and we sold most of it, which I think is, that alone put me above $2 million. Well, that and I think the little bit of, I want to say, wheat. Now it's showing wheat in our silo right now, but that's quote unquote the chicken feed that I bought. So it is what it is in that regard. And even though I sold don't stop in front of me. And even though I sold that rock crusher on the side of the barn, I'm still showing rocks that I cannot get out of that silo. So I'm not sure what's going on. And I think it's because of those 3 silos there. It's somehow made its way into those. But yeah. So right now, yeah, we have 155,000 liters of corn, soybeans, not counting the stone, sunflowers, and yeah, the wheat is the last thing I put in there. Again, that's the chicken feed. Sorry about that. So just taking a quick look. Yeah, we did sell wheat, so that's what I recently bought because it was chicken feed and I didn't realize it'd pop up as wheat. Otherwise I would have kept my wheat, but it is what it is. So yeah, this is starting to show some of these that we're getting from our garden. So sunflowers is, oh, we can sell sunflowers now. It's March. But yeah, soybeans and corn. Well, soybeans will be July. And that's almost equivalent to 500,000. Looks like right now, or maybe that's at the max. No, max value is 800,000. So if we were to sell it right now at Green Mountain, it'd be 500,000. So yeah, I think I might have to do that. I don't think I'm going to be selling it at Green Mountain though, because that involves a train. I really don't want to do that. Ooh, that's going down, but that's our next highest, and that's not too far off. I think I'm going to be doing that next. We're going to use our new rig too. So we're just going to park that there. No, I don't have a door over there. We're going to make our way over through here. Oh, think skinny. There we go. Whew. We're going to open that door. Oh, yeah, I love those Jake brakes. Alright, what did I say we were gonna do? Soybeans. Almost 4,700 bushels. And unfortunately, with this silo, apparently it doesn't show it actually coming out. Kind of stinks, but it is what it is. Ooh, we could almost have 3,000, half of that. We're gonna have quite a bit in here. Alright, we got a full load. Let's see if this truck can actually pull the full load. Oh yeah. These older trucks might struggle a little bit at first, but once they get rolling, they're hard to stop. Believe me on that. That Jake brake's gonna be very useful, I think. Oh, look out, dog. Oh, that silly dog. Alright, we're heading up north. I wonder if we can get this truck up to the full speed limit that it can hit. It's registered to be able to get up to 75, and for a semi-truck, that's quick, in my opinion. Especially for an older one like this. Yeah, they even have this decked out with underglow. Yeah, we're just getting up to like 50 miles an hour and it's getting a little squirrely on me. So I don't know if I would actually want to get up to the full 75. And that's where we're heading right now. So I'm still looking at making, or adjusting and adding things to this farm, not just the other farms that we run. Oop, definitely just cut in front of him. Sorry, dude. Wasn't looking. Too busy talking. But yeah, I'm always looking to improve our farms. I'm taking a look at Teton County again because I want to see if I can figure out a way to actually get the buildings that the designer of the map have as an option and try to make them work, because I've tried a couple different things, but for whatever reason, every time I try to load in with those already in place, it doesn't seem to work. So let's see how much. I think we had almost 4,000 bushels in here. As you can see, the trailer's rising, so that definitely means we're empty. We're at 50% now. This is one of those trailers that I love to use because of it having that kind of feature. We just gained $362,182 just for the product alone, with another $22,178 for an environmental score reward. Yeah, we're gonna go fill up and sell this stuff until we are empty. So With that being said, guys, we're going to call the video there. So as always, if you happen to like what you see, or if you catch yourself watching more than one of my videos, please do us both a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That bell will let you be notified of every single video I post and not just select a few here and there. If you made it this far in my video, I want to say thank you and that I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you guys. So with all that being said, I hope each and every single one of you also have a fantastic day. And regardless of what's going on in your life, make sure you reach out to someone. We all care for you. So with all that being said, guys, we'll catch you next episode. Take care. Peace.